Ava, the daughter of The Rock, and the current general manager of NXT, reacted to Jacob Fatu getting caught breaking character. Fatu was recently seen with Women's United States champion Zelina Vega. The Samoan werewolf is one of the fastest rising WWE superstars on the roster. He defeated LA Knight at WrestleMania 41 to become the new United States champion. He's set to defend his title at Backlash on Saturday in a fatal four-way match. In a post on Instagram, Zelina Vega shared several candid photos of herself with Fatu. She managed to get the Bloodline member to break character. Since the U.S. champ is supposed to be a heel, both proudly showed off their respective United States titles. Ava liked what she saw and shared Vega's post on her Instagram stories. She put Nas and Lauryn Hill's 1996 hit, "If I Ruled the World, Imagine That." The song is about harmony, so it seemingly points to Vega and Jacob Fatu being in harmony as the representatives of the Men's and Women's United States Championships. Ava shares a link with Jacob Fatu since they are both members of the Wwe family. The NXT general manager is a fourth-generation WWE star. After winning the United States Championship at WrestleMania 41, Jacob Fatu has a tall task of defending it at WWE Backlash. It won't be an easy defense for the Samoan werewolf because it's a fatal four-way match involving Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and LA Knight. Fatu will have his hands full against two former world champions, while the megastar is more than capable of making things hard for him. He had a tough match against Knight at WrestleMania. In the world of professional wrestling, maintaining kayfabe, the portrayal of an ongoing storyline or character, is an essential part of the business. Wrestlers spend years perfecting their in-ring personas, building narratives, and creating emotional connections with their fans. However, as with any performance art, there are occasional lapses where the line between reality and fiction becomes blurry. Recently, this very issue emerged when Jacob Fatu, a well-known wrestler in the world of professional wrestling, was caught breaking character during an event. The shocking incident caused a stir within the wrestling community, prompting reactions from fans, fellow wrestlers, and even the family of legendary WWE superstar, The Rock. Ava, the daughter of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, is a rising star in the world of professional wrestling and is currently making her mark in WWE's developmental system, NXT. As part of the famous Wwe family, a lineage with deep roots in the wrestling industry, Ava has been groomed to be a future superstar. Her reaction to Jacob Fatu's slip-up offers valuable insight into the dynamics of the wrestling world, especially as it pertains to the importance of kayfabe, the preservation of a wrestler's character, and the influence of legacy in the sport. Who is Jacob Fatu? Jacob Fatu is one of the top names in professional wrestling today. Known for his dominant and hard-hitting in-ring style, Fatu has made a name for himself in major promotions, including Major League Wrestling MLW and All Elite Wrestling AEW. Fatu comes from the legendary Wwe family, which includes wrestling icons like The Rock, Roman Reigns, and the late, great Yokozuna. As a member of this storied family, Fatu has always carried the weight of high expectations, and his performance in the ring has rarely disappointed. However, despite his immense talent, Fatu's recent incident broke the unwritten rule of maintaining kayfabe during a live appearance. Kayfabe, a term referring to the portrayal of events, rivalries, and storylines as real within the world of professional wrestling, is considered sacred in the industry. When a wrestler breaks character, whether by acknowledging the scripted nature of their persona or acknowledging backstage realities, it can shatter the illusion that fans have come to expect from the sport. The incident, breaking character, the moment that sent ripples through the wrestling community, occurred during an event where Jacob Fatu was in the middle of a heated feud with another wrestler. In the midst of an intense match, Fatu unexpectedly acknowledged the scripted nature of the storyline, directly addressing a backstage element that was never meant to be part of the public discourse. In a split second, he stepped out of character, breaking the fourth wall and acknowledging the real-life aspects of the wrestling business. For fans, this moment was shocking because it directly undermined the suspension of disbelief that professional wrestling depends on. Fans had been emotionally invested in the rivalry, believing it to be a real conflict between two athletes. Fatu's sudden shift in demeanor and the acknowledgement that the rivalry was scripted left many in attendance, both in the arena and at home, stunned. While some might have seen it as a moment of authenticity, others saw it as a breach of trust, a break in the illusion that professional wrestling thrives on. Ava's reaction: the legacy of kayfabe. Ava, who is still in the early stages of her wrestling career, quickly reacted to the incident. As the daughter of The Rock, Ava is not only aware of the importance of kayfabe, but is also a living testament to the wrestling legacy that her family has built. Her father, Dwayne Johnson, is one of the most successful wrestlers to ever cross over into mainstream entertainment. His transition from the wrestling ring to becoming one of the biggest movie stars in the world has made him a cultural icon. In the world of wrestling, Johnson's ability to maintain character, both in the ring and outside of it, is one of the factors that contributed to his incredible rise in popularity. Ava's reaction to Jacob Fatu breaking character was measured, but it carried a level of disappointment. She took to social media shortly after the incident, acknowledging how important it is for wrestlers to protect the sanctity of their character and the world of kayfabe that WWE and other wrestling promotions work so hard to build. In her post, Ava expressed her belief that breaking character in public is not only disrespectful to the fans who invest emotionally in the product, but also a disservice to the wrestlers themselves. In her own words, she said, "Kayfabe is what makes this business so magical. It's the connection between the audience and the performers. We all work so hard to make them believe in the story, and when a moment like that happens, it ruins the magic." Ava went on to emphasize that while she understands the pressures of being in the public eye, the integrity of the wrestling product must always be upheld. The importance of kayfabe in wrestling. Kayfabe is one of the pillars on which professional wrestling is built. For decades, fans have been drawn into the spectacle of wrestling, where larger-than-life characters engage in epic rivalries, and every match feels like a battle of good versus evil. The concept of kayfabe allows for this sense of escapism, where the lines between reality and fiction are blurred. When a wrestler breaks character, it not only shatters the illusion, but also disrupts the emotional investment that fans have in the product. Wrestling is a business built on stories. Whether it's the long-running feud between two wrestlers or the rise and fall of a superstar, these narratives are carefully crafted by writers and bookers, and each wrestler plays a crucial role in maintaining the storyline's integrity. For decades, wrestlers like The Rock, Steve Austin, Ric Flair, and others have maintained kayfabe with precision, protecting the magic of professional wrestling and ensuring that fans are always on the edge of their seats. Ava's perspective on the importance of kayfabe highlights how deeply the tradition runs in her family. As the daughter of one of the greatest professional wrestlers to ever step foot in the ring, she understands the value of the storytelling aspect of wrestling better than most. For her, maintaining character is not just a professional duty. It's a legacy that has been passed down through generations. Jacob Fatu's redemption. While Fatu's slip-up may have disappointed many, there is still potential for redemption. Professional wrestling is, after all, a business based on second chances, and Fatu's talent is undeniable. His ability to draw heat, create compelling storylines, and entertain fans is what has earned him the respect of his peers. It's possible that this incident could be used as part of a storyline where Fatu acknowledges his mistake, uses it to build his character, and grows from it. In the world of wrestling, breaking character is not always the end of a story. It can also be the beginning of a new chapter. Fatu's slip-up could be framed as part of a larger narrative, allowing him to learn from the experience and come back stronger. Fans may see this as an opportunity for Fatu to reinvent himself, adding depth and complexity to his character as he navigates the consequences of his actions.